one flat clear pen. I like to use one. Thank you. Go ahead, write your name at the top. So Jingy, while Mission was preparing for this lesson, I saw you rereading this book that we read together this week. Today, we are going to dive into a word in this book. And we are going to work on the word stubborn. Here. This week was not a different one. Eyes up here. This week was not a different one. They argued just the same. But stubborn Sophie stood her ground and once again took aim. We're going to work with the word stubborn. We're going to work using this graphic organizer, and the purpose is to help you understand what the word means, not just dictionary definition, but how it connects to real life, how it's used in the stories, how it's related to other words that you know. Okay? So today we'll explore the words in many different ways, thinking about synonym, words that have a similar meaning, how that looks like, examples of that word, and connections to your daily life. Okay, so go ahead and write the word stubborn in that word box at the center. Stubborn. And you want to look at the time? Yes. We have about 24 minutes before recess. Go. All right, and stubborn means, have you heard that word before? No. Stubborn means not willing to change. Not willing to change your mind or behavior. Not willing to change your mind or behavior. So let's think of an image of a stubborn person. Like when I'm thinking of a stubborn person, I'm thinking of someone crossing their arms, like turning their body away to show that they refuse to do something or eat something. I am also imagining a picky child, a stubborn child who refused to eat vegetables. And they're crossing their arms, their lips are sealed tight. I don't want to eat this, Mom. I'm like thinking of that image in my mind. So I'm going to draw that in this tiny box where it says image or icon. Are you thinking of something else?
No.
No? Do you also agree? Stubborn looks like this in your mind too?
No.
I'm going to draw like a child, stubborn child. Maybe like crossing their arms like this. They're like crossing their arms and their like lips are tight. Okay, yep, go ahead and draw that on your box. I might even throw in a speech bubble that says nope. Mm-hmm. Yes. Good. Mm-hmm. And the child is saying nope. Nope. Or no. What are you gonna write? I don't. I do not. Mm-hmm. Keep on working. All right. Can I see your picture? I see you're getting very creative. I do not want that. Oh, I love that. All right. This word stubborn is used to describe a person or a thing or an animal, and we call that an adjective. We call this type of a word an adjective. So go ahead and write adjective in that first box. Mm-hmm. So it's AD, adjective. Do you remember how DGE says the J sound? Adjective. Good. And let's think about words, synonyms that have similar meanings. Other words that mean similar, mean the same thing. I'm thinking of a word, headstrong. Headstrong. People sometimes use this word headstrong to say somebody is really stubborn. Or somebody who's inflexible. You want to go to the bathroom? Okay, go quickly. All right, so we were talking about how stubborn has other synonym words that mean similar things, like headstrong, inflexible, unyielding is also another word people use, unyielding, to describe somebody who doesn't yield, who doesn't give in. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to go to the left where it says contrasting ideas, words that mean the opposite things. One word could be flexible. Flexible. If somebody is flexible, they're open to new things. They're okay with changing their routines. They're okay with changing their ideas. We call those people flexible. We can also say they are open-minded. Open-minded. Their minds are open. They're not closed off. They're open to trying new things. Good job. Now we're going to go to the bottom of the page where it says example or types. I'm thinking of an example of a stubborn character or a stubborn person. Like we drew in the image above here, in the picture above here. I'm thinking of a child, a stubborn child who, a stubborn child, Jimmy, let's keep writing. A stubborn child refusing to eat vegetables, maybe. veggies, yes. A stubborn child refusing to eat vegetable. Mm-hmm. Child. Yep. C-H-I old. Old. Good. Refusing. No, I'm not going to eat vegetable, Mama. Mm-mm. It's a very stubborn child. Mm-hmm. Do you have any experiences where you were stubborn and you didn't want to eat a food or vegetables or meat? I have one. I used to hate beans, and I wouldn't try beans when I go to the restaurants or when I go to the Mexican Mexican restaurants like Chipotle. I would take out all the beans, and my friend told me black beans are actually really, really good. So I tried it once and I was like, oh, this is good. So I'm going to write my personal connection here. I'm going to write, I was stubborn when I wouldn't try beans. Even though my friends said it was good. I was stubborn when I wouldn't try beans. What about you? Is there a vegetables or fruits or snacks that you do not like and you do not eat?
None.
None? I saw you not eating donuts once when it was somebody's birthday because you don't like donuts.
Sometimes I eat them.
Sometimes you eat them?
They didn't give me a donut because when they are about to pass donut, you just come over and I eat by me.
Okay, let's think about other things that you do not like.
I don't know.
Do you like broccolis?
I don't know.
Is there something that you really hate and you are not going to eat it for the rest of your life? Or maybe try later, but not right now?
Everything.
Are you thinking?
No.
Think inside your head. I'll give you a moment. In the meantime, I'm going to go back over here to an example, and we're going to think of another person or character that we read earlier who are stubborn. And Ginny Mission is thinking of this book that we read earlier in the year, Ruthie and Not So Teeny Tiny Lie. And in this story, Ruthie is stubborn. How is she stubborn in the very beginning of the book? How is she stubborn?
That she wants the camera and she says she got it.
Right, exactly right. So Ruthie is being stubborn in the story, and she is insisting that the camera is hers, right? So I'm going to write Ruthie. Go ahead, grab your pen. Ruthie won't admit she Ruthie won't admit Ruthie won't admit she picked it up from the ground. Picked the camera from the ground. Go ahead. Ruthie is being stubborn and she's saying, it's mine. She's not saying I picked it up from the ground. She is being very stubborn on this at this moment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you read that?
This story? After we're done, yes.
No, this part.
Just this part? Okay, let's see. What's going on? Asked Mrs. Olsen. Ruthie got my camera, cried Martin. I got it for my birthday and I dropped it on the playground. But Ruthie wanted that teeny tiny camera in the worst way. It's mine, she yelled. I got it for my birthday. Well, that wasn't true at all. Not one teeny tiny bit. So when she's like yelling, it's mine, I got it for my birthday, she's not only lying, she's also being stubborn and not admitting her mistake.
She's telling the truth?
Hmm?
Does it look like Does it look like she's telling the truth?
Mrs. Olsen? Mrs. Olsen is like thinking, who is telling the truth? Okay, and let's try to find another character who is stubborn. In this book, who is a stubborn character? Picky Mrs. Pickle is also a very stubborn character. Why is she stubborn in this book?
Because she won't try anything new.
Other than
New stuff.
Yeah, she won't try new stuff other than just green pickles, right? She will only eat or things related to green pickles. Yes? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and write character Mrs. Pickle. Yep. Mrs. Pickle. Oh.
By the way, she's wearing a skirt. Why not?
It looks like she's wearing a green apron when she's cooking.
Does it look like she's wearing a skirt?
It looks like a skirt, but I think it's also an apron where you put it on while you're cooking so you don't get stains on your clothes.
But her dress is like so long that she can cover her leg.
Oh yeah,
So, like,
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look like she,
Yep, that apron is a little short. So I'm writing Mrs. Pickle won't try new things because she's stubborn.
Why is her name is a pickle?
Mrs. Pickle because she likes everything related to pickle.
That's why she named herself a pickle.
Mm-hmm. Good job. So were you able to think about something that you don't like and you don't want to try something new?
I don't know.
Are there things that you are you only want to keep it that way? Were you able to think about something that you do not like and you don't want to try it? How are you stubborn?
That's how I do it.
Hmm?
You know how I do something?
How are you stubborn? When are you stubborn?
Eating.
Eating what? Jingy is stubborn eating.
Food that my mom cooked that I don't like.
Oh, what is it? Oh, Jingy, I know that Jingy really likes some of the snacks that your mom gives you, like grapes, cotton candy grapes, right? Yeah, so Jingy is stubborn eating only cotton candy grapes and not trying other new grapes.
I try all
Could we
the
say that?
grapes.
You try other grapes too?
Yeah.
Then I guess we could say
Wait,
Jingy.
what about you?
Oh, Miss Shin?
You.
Let me think. Mishim, I am
Hey, that's my
stubborn.
name.
Yeah, I was gonna rate Jingy's example, but we can go with Mishim's example too. Or you can write Mishim is stubborn,
He
eating
banana.
only bananas for a snack.
Banana.
Okay. I am also very stubborn. I have a very strict rule about my house that I do not wear like outside clothes to go to my bed. When I go to my bed, I always take off my clothes that I wore to school, and I always go to bed in pajamas. What about you?
I don't know.
Do you have like a way of doing that you're like so fixated on so that you have to do it that way and not any other way?
Me?
I have that strict rule about myself. I am stubborn. Mishim is stubborn in wearing pajamas only to go to bed. You can write Mishim's example if you cannot think of yours. Go ahead, write that on your right hand
Can you write it?
box. No. I was stubborn when I wouldn't try beans.
Did you used to hate beans?
I used to hate beans, but I don't hate the beans anymore. I don't love it, but I don't hate it nowadays.
How old were you?
How old was I when I tried the beans? I was like in a sophomore of high school, I think.
How old?
That was the first time I had tried Chipotle. My friend brought me to Chipotle, a Mexican restaurant, and she told me to get black beans, so I did, and I liked it. It wasn't yucky. It was actually good. So,
I don't like that.
you don't like black beans
It looks so
either?
disgusting.
Oh, maybe you can try one day. Maybe
If
when
I
you
look
feel
at
ready.
it, I wouldn't try it in my rest of the day.
Oh, then Jingyi is also very stubborn,
No,
not
because
trying beans.
When I see something and when I see someone eating it, I like taste it. But when I taste it, I like taste disgusting.
Oh, okay.
So it was a good time when I look tasty. I'd be like, and my mom say, "You want to eat it?" I was like, "No." And my mom say, "Eat it." I was like, "No."
Oh, so Jingyi was a stubborn child, a picky eater, just like this kid. A
Hey.
stubborn child.
Hey.
All right, Jingyi, when you're done, put this in your green folder and let's go to recess.
Go with you. Can you come with me?
Yep. Oh no.